You never chose AI. The expansion already around you and inside your 401k.
Logging pod starts like a conversation. Cup of coffee with no destination. Just voices trying to understand what's happening across this land. From your stories told to the pages turned. Every question, every word supported by SheSharesStudios.net.
Hello and welcome to the Vlogging Pod. AI is already in people's lives, whether they ask for it or not. It is in search. It is in social media. It is in design tools, advertising tools, office software, smart devices, and the platforms people were already using before artificial intelligence became the headline. That matters because when companies talk about AI growth, we need to ask a very basic question. How much of that growth is people choosing AI because they wanted it, and how much of it is AI being pushed into services people already depend upon? Meta says its AI assistant is available across Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. Google has put AI overviews directly into search. TikTok has its Symphony AI tools for advertisers and creators. Canva has built AI tools into platforms that already had hundreds of millions of users and billions in annual revenue. So when people say, I don't use AI, that may not be fully true anymore. They may not be opening a chatbot on purpose, but AI is already sitting inside the platforms they use to search, post, design, advertise, message, shop, and work. And that is where the money starts getting murky, because companies can point to AI growth while also folding AI into projects they were already making money before AI was added. That does not mean AI has no value, but it does mean we should separate the real new demand from forced integration. If someone already paid for Canva and AI was added into Canva, is that new AI revenue or is that an existing customer being pulled into an AI system? If someone already used Google Search and AI Overview now appear in search, did that person choose AI or did AI move into a search engine that already was relied upon? If someone already used Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Alexa, Microsoft Office, or Google Tools, and AI gets layered into those systems, that is not the same as millions of people freely choosing a brand new AI product from scratch. Now, that distinction matters because the spending going into AI infrastructure is enormous. Big tech is pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into AI data centers, chip servers, electricity, cooling systems, cloud infrastructure. Goldman Sachs estimates AI capital spending could reach hundreds of billions in 2026 and keep climbing from there. The Financial Times has reported that Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta are spending so heavily on AI infrastructure that their cash flow has dropped sharply. That means the industry is spending at a massive physical infrastructure level before it is completely clear how much of the revenue is coming back is truly new AI demand. And banks are starting to notice. Reports around Oracle-linked AI data centers financially showed roughly $38 billion in debt, package connected to data center projects in Texas and Wisconsin. Those reports also describe banks trying to spread or offload risk because the scale of AI infrastructure debt is becoming so large. This is not a small warning sign. Banks do not usually panic because a technology is useful. They get cautious when the debt, the build out, and the promised future returns start looking stretched. And this is where it stops being just a Wall Street story. Here in Ohio, we can already see how close this gets to ordinary communities. Microsoft slowed or paused parts of its Licking County data center plans in 2025. That was reported at the time as part of a broader reassessment of AI infrastructure expansion. But Newer updates show that the Hebron site is moving forward again in 2026, with Microsoft's own construction update describing tree removal, mass grading, construction preparation, and Ames Construction as the general contractor. So the accurate story is not that Microsoft stopped. The accurate story is that Microsoft paused or slowed parts of the plan, reassessed, and then moved forward again while the larger AI build-out continued. And that is almost more revealing because when there are questions about demand, debt, utilities, water, and local resistance, the machine keeps pushing forward. On the surface, people are worried about data centers because of water, electricity, land, wells, farmland, traffic, noise, utility costs. These concerns are real, but the deeper concern is that AI is also becoming woven into the financial system itself. Many Americans have 401ks, target date funds, index funds, retirement accounts. They do not personally manage stock by stock. Those funds often contain large positions in companies driving the AI boom, including Microsoft, NVIDIA, Amazon, Google, Meta, and other technology firms. So even people who dislike AI may already be financially tied to it. That is the uncomfortable part. A person can oppose AI data centers near their community while their retirement account is still tied to the companies building those same systems. A person can worry about electric bills going up while also depending on stock market growth driven by the very company's increasing electric demand. A person can say they want less AI in daily life while still using platforms where AI has already been inserted without much real choice. That does make ordinary people hypocrites. It shows how deeply this has already been built around them. And if the AI bet works exactly the way corporations and investors hope, then these companies may keep growing, more infrastructure may be built, and AI may become even more embedded in daily life. But if the bet wobbles, the damage may not stop at data centers. It can hit utility costs, local communities, banks, markets, and retirement accounts. That does not mean AI is guaranteed to collapse, and it's not the claim we're making here. The point is probability and exposure. When banks start getting cautious, when companies are spending huge amounts before the revenue picture is fully proven, when AI is being pushed into products people already use, and when retirement funds are tied to the companies building the infrastructure, then this is no longer just a technology issue. It's a financial issue. It is a community issue. It is a utility issue. It is a retirement issue. And it is a choice issue. Because the public did not really vote on whether AI should be pushed into search, social media, office software, design tools, smart speakers, advertising systems. It was layered in. Then companies used that expansion to tell investors AI was growing. Then the infrastructure build out followed. And now companies are being asked to live with the physical consequences. That is why the question should not be simply, do you like AI? The better question is, how much of your life is already tied to AI, even if you never asked for it? Today's sources come from Meta AI. Meta lives across Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Google Search. Google AI overviews are built into search results. TikTok Business. TikTok Symphony is an AI-powered creative suite for advertisers and creators. Canva Newsroom. Canva reported 260 million monthly users and $3.5 billion in revenue in 2025. Goldman Sachs. The assumption shaping the scale of AI buildout. Financial Times. Big Tech's $725 billion AI spending spree and pressure on free cash flow. Associated Press. Microsoft slowed or paused some AI data centers projects projected in Ohio plan in 2025. Microsoft logo Hebron Data Center Construction Update showing 2026 site preparation and mass grading. Financial Times bakes seek to offload risks tied to AI dinner-centered debt. Investopedia 401k index funds may be exposed to technology stock that may investors realize. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye-bye for now.